Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the elderly and the infirm. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Gobblefunk. My name is Donald McRonald. Yes, that's right, Donald McRonald, and I'm a professor here at the university. I'm a lecturer in literature, but a very specific kind of literature. The stories of Roald Dahl. Now, of course, I'm sure we all remember Roald Dahl from when we were younger, from when we were older, and in some cases, even from beyond the grave. One of my PhD students recently made an incredible discovery. He was vacationing in Haiti when a shaman asked him for some milk. The PhD student, whose name was Brian, said, "Of course, you can have some from my milk pouch that I keep with me at all times." PhD students are very strange. In return, the mystical shaman gave Brian reams upon reams of parchment and papers, which when I analysed them at the institute that I have in the shed in my garden, I discovered are authentic Roald Dahl novels, never before seen, never before read. The only issue with this, dear audience, is that the shaman had forgotten to give us the title to these stories. And that's where you come in. Do any of you, Roald Dahl fanatics that you are, have a suggestion for the name of the protagonist of this story? Please, don't be shy.
Wendy.
Wendy, we have Wendy. Sorry, what was that?
Filbert.
Filbert.
Marvin.
Marigold.
Marigold. Filbert Marigold. And now we need a Roald Dahl location or object. So Filbert Marigold and the...
Monkey nut.
And the monkey nut. Do we have anything else?
Peanut.
And the peanut. Just say no nuts. And the bunting king. I like that. Filbert Marigold and the bunting king. Please put your hands together in what is commonly known as applause for Filbert Marigold and the bunting king.
Victor Vomit. As disgusting as always. Oh, nice to meet you too, Mr. Marmite. I think we've got some business here to attend to in this here orphanage. These kids ain't doing enough work. Filth in the staff room. I like it nice and clean. Don't we all? It doesn't appear to be that way. I know, you're making the place look untidy. As Vice Orphanage Director, I believe that we should both do some equal work in this. But as I, Michael Marmite, Director of this here orphanage, can't you tell from the beautiful brass rubbing? I don't think we need to split it. I get the gist, Mr. Marmite. I will get one of those ickle kids to do my part of the work. Don't worry, it'll be done.
Good. Do you remember that time we got that kid to come and pick my nose? Power's a beautiful thing, isn't it?
It certainly is. Picking noses, picking toenails. It's all rather beautiful.
I'm not going to lie to you. Brings a tear to my eye. If I had tear ducts, which I don't. Crying's for children.
Yes, why? I just hate it every time I walk outside and I have to put the umbrella up to keep myself dry from all those children crying out the second floor.
I've been cleaning the floor of this orphanage for hours now. They've given me this skin of a rabbit, so every time I clean it, it just makes it more dirty. Mr. Vomit, why can't you just give me a break once every so often? All I ask is a good cloth or maybe a nice place to clean.
Is that complaining I hear?
No, Mr. Vomit, I love this floor. Thank you for the rabbit skin, it's my favourite, sir.
Yeah, what's up there?
It's rabbit hair. That's the problem with rabbit skin, sir. I'm sorry, I'll wipe it up straight away.
I didn't want to hear you complaining about it.
I wasn't. I was saying how wonderful rabbit hair is.
Yes, that's what I thought I heard.
Exactly. Can I pick your toenails, sir? I know how much you love that.
Oh. Since you ask so nice.
And then, do I get my 5-minute break for the day?
5 minutes?
Well, that was the deal, if I pick your toenails.
Well, it depends how well you clean them.
I'll do it with the rabbit skin.
Oh, that rabbit skin shine.
Is that good enough, sir?
It's the grease that adds to it, is what it is.
The grease, that dead rabbit grease, nothing beats it.
You know, I didn't know how long you've been cleaning this office for, because it certainly isn't cleaner than when I walked.
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't want to complain, but...
Well then don't.
I'm sorry, Mr. Vomit, I try my best. It's just...
Filbert Marigold?
Yes, Mr.
Are you
Vomit.
slacking again?
No, I'm...
He certainly is.
Please, yeah, no, I love it here.
Mr. Vomit, you're treating him too nicely. Treat him like I treated you as a boy.
Oh! No food for a week then.
More fish eye soup for me.
And me now.
I've been cleaning this orphanage for years now. Ever since my mum she died in a hot air balloon accident, and I was taken to the orphanage, and day one I was only 2 years old and I was handed this rabbit skin. They said clean the orphanage, and for years I've been cleaning the orphanage, and all I really want is, well, I love to go outside and climb a tree, maybe play in the fields. I could make friends with rabbits and the gobbledukes as well, and all the wonderful creatures out there. But well, all I've heard is stories, because well, I've been cleaning this orphanage for years, and we only get 5 minutes a day of leave, so I don't get let out very much. Still, I better not complain, otherwise Mr. Vomit might come again, and well, I really need my fish eye sloop for tonight.
it is still no cleaner. Why do those kids try me so? When I was a kid, this orphanage was spick and span. Yes, the bronze above the doors was so shiny, it would filter all its golden rays onto you. Children were much happier then. I was much happier then.
Victor Vomit, have you finished buffering that beautiful statue of me in the corner?
Why, I was just admiring it, Mr. Marmite.
You may kiss it.
I will.
Power's a beautiful thing.
Beautiful, sir.
Some could say the most beautiful orphanage director you'll see tonight.
Some would.
You're right. I caught a boy trying to run away today.
Through the barbed wire fences.
And through the electric gates, and through the moat, and through the huge tower of steel that we make them climb just so they look like they can escape.
I then passed the 30 feet of crocodile-infested rivers.
He didn't escape.
I'm not surprised. It's fairly impenetrable. Did I ever tell you about the time I almost tried to escape? Why, I was a mere youth at the time. Back then, there was no crocodile-infested rivers. Why?
That was before we were given the grant by the government.
Generous souls. Yes, I made it past the barbed wire with barely a scratch. But then I looked back at what I was leaving behind.
Go on.
Just couldn't leave you with all those delinquents like me. Why,
It's the beard, isn't it?
it's a rather fetching beard. Some hate it, but some love it. I love
Can I tell you a secret?
it. Of course.
I've been a director of this orphanage as long as I can remember.
As long as I can remember too.
And of all the absolutely disgusting little sprogs I've seen before me, you know what? You disgusted me the most.
Thank you, sir.
Belinda Bunting.
Dahl Bunting, my dear.
Ah, yes, Dahl Bunting. What a name.
King, my love.
It's always amazed me that people don't realise quite how expensive bunting is and how much you can make from it. Think, why is it only used for royal events?
You could use it for many events, as you have indeed managed
I would
to
like
sell
it to be used for more. Evermore. I will not rest until bunting is more abundant, or should I say abundant? More. Than the air we breathe.
I think it comes down to, at first, darling, we need to expand our company more than just this mere small village.
That's
actually
right.
venture outwards. Maybe
Yes.
actually leave our building sometimes. That may help.
We're quite old now as well, being 50 and 50.
24.
24. Oh, it's a great life as the bunting king. What we need to connect with is the youth market. The youth market.
You mean
On their MySpaces and Bebos.
strange,
Strange.
mythical things?
Yes.
Well, myself don't know of any youths. We may have to go and inquire to where they reside.
What about that incredibly large, horrible-looking, vicious orphanage on the hill? You know, the one past the moat and the barbed wire and the
with the
steel.
lightning coming over it.
Oh yes, it's amazing how they managed to get literally nature to do their will.
I feel that may be indeed a good place to start, my dear.
Yes, and as a first step to appeal to the youth, I shall wear these.
You'd have to knock from there.
My dear, are you a youth by any chance?
I don't know. What's a youth?
Yo!
Is that a youth?
Oh no.
It's working.
This is my dear husband, Darl Bunting, who is down with the youths.
Are you going to make me go down and clean up the floor? Is that what you're here for?
Oh,
Because I can do that. I won't complain. Don't worry.
is that what the kids are doing these days?
That's what the kids in this incredibly large orphanage on the hill are doing.
It's amazing how bunting can really get you anywhere, can't it? Past the moat, past the barbed wire. You just show some bunting to someone, they just let you straight in.
I've never heard of bunting before.
You've never heard
Young
of
youth.
bunting, my dear boy.
No.
How your life is very much missing out.
Can you clean with bunting? We only use rabbit skin here.
It's not the traditional use of bunting, but you can use it if you want to. You can use it in any way, means, shape, or time possible.
Celebration, any event, anything at all.
Celebrations sound amazing. What's an event?
Oh, well, an event, you can have music and lights.
Wow.
And bunting.
And bunting.
Bunting is the key essential. You can't have anything without bunting.
I like the sound of bunting. In an event, you get to play and make friends and see trees and animals.
Of course, but the thing is, we need your help, child. I forgot, what is your name? Bro.
You could just call me Marigold.
Marigold.
We don't use first names in the orphanage here.
Do you have a first name?
I do have a first name, Philbert Marigold.
Billy.
Philly.
Sure.
See, Philly, bunting is not what it used to be. There have been several attacks on our bunting factory by vicious, flying elephants.
It has been a terrible time indeed.
You'd think they're so big, how can they fly? But they do it.
Defies all laws of logic.
Gravity, many laws it defies, really. But with your help, I'm sure that we can take them down. You're a child.
I'm a child.
Yes, look at you, you're a child. Yes, you're young, a child.
A youth.
A youth.
So that's what youth is. Yeah, I'd love to. Can I leave the orphanage?
Well, that would be required. We can't do anything from here now, can we?
But of course, don't worry. Don't worry. I've sent them something in the post. Vast quantities of bunting.
It'll cheer the fighter.
It'll cheer them up, but in the first instance, they'll probably just be very confused.
Good plan, I see what you did there. Can I see a flying elephant?
Well, if you come to the factory, I think they'll be attacking it right now.
Come.
I'd love to.
fabric good enough?
Perfect. They can't make bunting without the beautiful fabric, eh? Yes, steal it away, child, steal it away.
I thought it matched your eyes.
You're absolutely right. I can see my own eyes, and my joy would be complete.
Just now I can see them.
Thank you, boy. Edgar, now we must get more fabric. Let's off we. Well, spotty and stripy and all you can imagine. Ooh. Tuck it away. Okay. Yes. They'll never throw a party again in this land without their bunting.
I know I probably shouldn't say this as a servant,
Say what, Edgar?
but you're the most beautiful flying elephant I've ever seen.
You are too kind, but I can't disagree.
I love how your trunk just dangles.
Edgar,
Oh,
you've always just been right about how gorgeous I am. But you must work. The bunting factory does not destroy itself. That's rule number 1 of the Flying Elephant Brigade.
but my fingered paws are they're bleeding. I've been working for 32 hours.
I'm never grateful anymore, Edgar. You just sit there, tell me how beautiful I am, and work 32 hours, and all I hear is moan, moan, moan.
You're right.
Well, we better be off. They'll be back from their retreat.
Okay.
Oh my. It seems the flying elephants have already come and gone, and this poor young worker here is lying dead on the ground. We should get some bunting to cover him.
Yes. Should you do that? I am the king.
Sure, darling.
It's a great life as the bunting.
It looks like it was attacked.
OMG!
He's got rips up his sides and tusk marks in his legs, and his face has been mauled. It looks like it looks horrendous.
That is so totally not radical.
This is already getting worse than we thought, dear Marigold. It seems that we will indeed invite on you for your expertise in the youth ways, your imagination especially.
Can I imagine him back to life?
If you could, that would be particularly amazing.
We'd appreciate it.
I don't think that's possible. Although I never thought it was possible to leave the orphanage, and well, that was surprisingly easy.
It's the power of bunting, my dear boy.
Well, should we carry on to your factory? I'd love to see some bunting. You talk about it so much.
Yes, I think we shall. He needs to learn the meaning of bunting before he can defeat the elephants. It's the only way.
Mess everywhere. Oh no. Bunting. Shredded. Not good, not good. Not good at all. Can't believe that I stayed hidden so well. And all this bunting rope all around. Who's that? Oh, they've gone.
Not a survivor! Who is this you're hiding in? Oh, my eyes! I'm hunting all around.
Please, please, please.
There'll be no mercy for you, boy.
Please.
I can't understand what you're saying. Listen.
Oh, please. Oh, no.
You can't get any sympathy from a flying elephant.
What's
That's the second rule of the Flying Elephant Brigade. There are only 2 options for you, boy.
Yes.
First, trampling. We trample on your face.
No, please.
The second, you must abandon all your ties to the Bunting King family and instead share your information with your new friends.
Okay.
We're a good brigade deep down. We have trunks and ears. You'll like it here. You have ears.
Mistress,
Yes, Edgar.
what about this material? I found a funny hat.
This. Where's the boy?
Oh,
You're again, you! You're too good at this for your own good! Damn it!
And so here we are, Philly, in the bunting factory. Feast your eyes.
It's incredible, but it looks a bit broken.
It's the Flying Elephant Brigade.
Who's that?
Who are you?
I'm thinking. Oh, I am Edward Snivel. I work here.
Yes, of course. I forgot.
I was the only one left after the elephanting attack. Oh my.
You managed to survive.
Yes.
Dear Edward, how?
The flying elephant queen had a bumbling sidekick and he distracted her. And I made my quick feet whipped out the door.
You're the most intelligent worker I've ever had. This here is Philly. He is a child.
Snivel.
Yes,
Nice name.
family name. It's gone down for dead generations.
So what happened to the factory though? I wanted to see bunting, and I thought it'd be incredible. I thought there'd be people having events and parties and people making friends, but it just looks destroyed.
That was once the bunting factory I knew. But as you can see, the bunting over here has been slashed and slayed, and
It's been ruined.
it's got elephant tusk marks sprawled across it. The bunting rope is sprawled all across the factory.
So much sprawl. Too much sprawl for my taste. Edward, do I remember? Do you remember? Don't correct me. Do you remember your workers' induction when we taught you about the danger of the Flying Elephants Brigade, and there was one thing that could stop them?
We forgot to pull the alarm. But in the panic of the moment, there were too many ears. It was so big.
The other thing, Edward.
Oh,
The key.
I know this one.
Yes, go for it.
Imagination and youth.
Imagination. and youth.
There's not been youth in this factory for years.
Until now.
I'm youth. That's what he told me. He said, yo, you're youth. I think I am youth.
I mean, you certainly look it, but the timing is a bit late.
There's nothing we can do about that now, Edward, and I'm glad that you survived.
You're right, I'll clean up this factory right away. I'll put all the ripped bunting and I'll make some second-hand bunting from it. And we'll sell it for half the price.
The most intelligent worker I've ever.
Elephant Queen. Elephant Queen. You let that idiot boy get back in the castle. Not the castle. And tell him all about the attack.
You can't blame me for that, Belinda. Heard he's the most intelligent employee you've ever had. There was no way we could have survived him not leaving. But anyway, thank you for meeting with me again. It's fine. You're clearly the best way that I'm going to be able to take control of this whole personal space down. Take control of this whole kingdom. It's been ruled by my dear husband for far too long. He doesn't even know what he's doing. Thinking bunting can just solve all the problems. He tried to once. We had a leakage in our plumbing once. He tried to just fix it with bunting.
I use my nose hair.
That's a very industrious idea. Don't listen to her. Yes, Belinda, that's the one thing we can agree on. Your husband is a fool.
Revolting.
Revolting. Indeed. The issue is now where to go next with our plan. He has this boy with him now, this youth, with imagination. And I've never come across youths before. I'm not entirely sure how to go about disposing of them. We'll be glad to know, Belinda, that the elephants in the Flying Elephant Brigade give birth twice a day. The most youthful brigade you've ever seen. Sounds beautifully painful. Yes, but the price it's the price we must pay in order to take down your horrible bunting family corporation. Well then.
You know, Philly,
Yeah?
I still remember the day 30 years ago
30 years ago.
that I married my dear wife,
Belinda Bunting.
Belinda Bunting. I know sometimes I put on a front of arrogance, but you know, you try not being arrogant when you're as beautiful as I am. But what I'm trying to say is that without Belinda, the Bunting Kingdom, glorious as it is, it just wouldn't be anything.
But, Daryl, don't you run it? Don't you do all the bunting? I could help you.
I do most of it, of course. Why do you think it's so successful? But without Belinda there by my side, I don't think it would have been possible.
So you're saying you need Belinda to rebuild the factory with you?
I'm just trying to make friends with you. Yes.
Oh, we've been having friends for years.
Yes. Can I send you a friend request?
Go for it.
Do you want to be my
Can I send you a friend request?
Well, you don't need to now.
Oh no, sorry, I've never had a friend before. I don't understand how this works.
Well, I think that it will work, Philly. I see elements of a younger...
Imagination. Oh, good, yeah, no,
myself. And also, as I was about to say, imagination.
See, you keep talking about imagination, but well, most of the imagination I get comes from the books I read in the orphanage. See, I read about events and celebrations and trees and buildings that are beautifully decorated.
Describe them to me.
Well, the field it'll be full of grass, and there'll be rabbits dancing around and various other animals, and there'll be
bunting.
Well, now we could have bunting. And music. We could have music, and we could send friend requests to everyone who turns up, and then we'd look so popular.
That would make an old king very happy. Me, you, and Belinda, all together. Let's go. Let's do it.
So already, as you can see from this chart here, their profits are dropping.
Yes.
I got a degree in economics.
You're quite right, Edgar. Now that we've destroyed all of their supplies, they're not doing quite so well.
First rule of economics, just ask Starbucks, apparently. Anyway,
Yes.
here's another one. Apparently if we keep going, there won't be any more bunting in the land ever.
That's an excellent idea. But the thing is, Edgar, you're thinking about this too much with your brain. You need to look down and deep further, beneath your skin, beneath your bones and into your heart, and find the imagination that only a baby flying elephant can have. Which obviously you can't do. You're 9. I've got our little brand new baby elephant here. Wonderful ideas how we're going to destroy the bunting family until nobody can ever decorate a party again.
Beautiful.
Must wake it gently. Evan! What do we do? Yes! By Jove, you've got it, Evan! We will stop them! We will stop them till they have been stomped, and they will know that by their faces!
You know,
I lost you for a while there, Belinda.
I was just out admiring the bunting around the walls of the castle.
It's amazing. 5,000 square foot castle, and every single foot has bunting.
Indeed, darling, it's magnificent.
How are you getting on with the progress fighting the Flying Elephant Brigade?
Oh yes, the flying elephant brigade.
They absolutely wrecked the factory. Everything was sprawled out.
You really need to be getting on that. How's it coming along with Philly, the boy?
Philly, the child, he's doing well. He's got a great imagination. He told me about books he read. I've never read a book.
You don't need to read, darling. You have all the knowledge. you need anyway.
And all the bunting, so there's no real need.
What kind of plans do you think that this boy could help us defeat the Flying Elephant Brigade?
Well, of course, you know, Belinda, that the plan is supposed to remain just in the knowledge of the king. But seeing as I trust you so much, I'll let you in on the secret. You see, elephants have a very strange weakness. Their brains are so small that they can't imagine anything complicated or interesting. If a young human, otherwise known as a child, were to imagine something so incredible and creative, the elephants would spontaneously explode on the spot. And then they just drop down to the air, to the ground. That's correct.
Indeed, sounds like a marvelous plan.
But I shouldn't say anything. I shouldn't say anything.
Of course not. Anyway, I need to go off now and have my daily moisturising.
Oh, yes.
It will take me probably a couple of hours.
No problem.
Elephant Queen, darling.
Yes, Belinda.
I finally managed to get the plan out of my husband. He actually gave it to me pretty easily, to be honest. It was.
I'm sure that's a wonderful, wonderful piece of news that you're about to share with me, but, well, there's just no beating our plan. It's so original, so fantastic, you won't quite believe your ears.
Well, why don't you tell it to me anyway, just in case it's not particularly great.
We're going to stomp on you all. And the most brilliant part of this is, you won't see it coming.
So, you don't think they're going to see coming that elephants are going to stomp on them?
It has the element of surprise.
I admire your confidence in this plan. I'm not entirely sure it's going to work. You see, the trick with this youth they have, Billy, he has an imagination, which you don't, because you have very small brains. You're quite stupid. Me, on the other hand, am quite malice. What we need to do is the opposite of what they think we're going to do. Which means no stopping, for one. Instead, if I manage to get you in through the secret tunnels that lie under our castle, and bring you up into the grand ballroom where I will have my husband and the young boy and that very clever young employee he has. They're the only good people who live in the castle, to be honest. All collected in this room. And you come in. That is what would be called the element of surprise. Not bursting forward with your trunks and loud noises. You probably wouldn't even be able to get past them anymore, to be honest.
Well, I suppose we could give it a go. But how will an elephant with wings fit into one of your tunnels?
Darling, I can't think of everything.
That's up to chop them off if you need to.
I don't really mind.
How are you finding the main hall?
I love it. Thank you for teaching me to make bunting. This is the best thing I've ever made.
It's people don't know how simple it is. It's basically just paper.
Paper and string.
But don't tell anyone.
It's beautiful as well. It's just such a nice decoration, and I've never really made decorations before, and I never learned to do things, and I dropped it. It's just It's incredible. Thank you for
Philly,
housing me in your castle.
Take a seat.
Sure.
I'm very interested to hear about your experiences in that dreadful orphanage up on the hill.
Oh, the
with the
orphanage.
lightning that's always
The
there.
ridiculously large orphanage, yeah.
Yes.
Well, I would spend 10 hours a day. I'd rub the floor with rabbit skin, and then we'd get a 5-minute break, and then we maybe got fish eye stew, or if Mr. Marmon didn't like us, we didn't get any fish eye stew.
Yeah.
And we just sweep every day. We had to clean toenails sometimes. We had to clean everything, and it was just horrible. So I'm so glad we got into this castle where there was no evil people around us.
Oh, ha! The elephant of surprise!
What are we gonna do?
What are we?
They keep flying past us.
Ha! The elephant of surprise! Surely it can't happen again! Ha!
Hide!
Okay. That's surprise. We've got the supplies up and down in the van now, guys.
Sir, you really need to fix the lights in this castle.
So long as the bunting covers them. Belinda, what are you going to do?
I'll tell you what she's going to do.
Stomp! Stomp! Stomp!
We're going to destroy every scrap of bunting in this disgusting bunting kingdom.
I'm going to put you, my dear, in the dungeon.
Belinda. Why?
You never appreciated my skills, or my beauty, or anything, to be honest. All you cared about was bunting.
It's my life, damn you!
I should be your life! Not bits of paper that do look nice on events, but still.
I only wanted the bunting so that I could become rich and make you happy, Belinda.
That didn't work out, did it, Tower?
No.
Dal, I think the elephants might be good.
I think elephants are not good.
But well, I met a baby elephant, and he taught me how to stomp, and it was so fun. I think he might be my friend now. And it's just they're fun. They're good elephants.
Did you see what they did back there?
Yeah, but maybe they're just some of the evil ones. Edgar was really nice to me.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
He helped me make this bunting here. Look at that.
He
made
bunting.
bunting. I mean, it's not as good as mine, but he's working on it.
No, it's not as good as mine, but then what is?
So I think some of the elephants are bad, but I think if we use Edgar Elephant, he can help take down the king and queen elephant, or the queen elephant and their sidekick.
You know, Philly, I would never have imagined that would be the case. But you, as a child...
Imagination! That's where I come in. See,
Now...
I don't really know what to do now. I didn't really plan it further than this. Destroy bunting? That was fun. It's actually a bit lonely, to be honest. Ah, hello, child elephant. You're very young, aren't you? What are you doing, dear? Would you like some like some grapes? Elephant child. All this time, I've had this plan to overthrow my husband and tear down the bunting because, well, I just felt unloved, to be truthfully. But now, I'm in the castle and I own everything and everyone fears me. But I don't really know if that is quite the point. Do you understand? Yes, of course you do. No. I'm just having those, those post-attack shivers. I'm sure everything will be fine and I'll just carry on ruling and on my own.
This way, Evan. Evan, I love playing with you. And I've got an idea for how we can play some more. If you, instead of wings, you put bunting on your back, and then it will confuse the queen elephants so much, because they've only got small brains, these queen elephants, that maybe she'll have to run away, and they won't be able to attack us. Are you ready? Wow, it looks incredible, Evan. You're not allergic, are you?
Mrs. Bunting.
You can talk.
Bad.
Mrs.
Bad.
Bunting, bad.
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 Stomp, stomp.
We have to tell Dal right away. Let's go. Dal, I was talking to Evan the little elephant, and he said Belinda Bunting. He said she's bad.
Well, yes. Am I dreaming?
E-bad? E-bad. Wait. Knee bad? Nay bad. Not bad. Something like that. I don't know. It was his first words, so he was struggling. But maybe it means, she's good. Maybe she wants to help us.
Evidence would suggest otherwise.
But Evan's a young elephant. I think Evan's got imagination like me. And see, we thought all the elephants were bad, but I don't think Evan is. Maybe Belinda's not bad either. Maybe we should talk to her.
Okay, Philly.
She's in the hall
Let's go.
with the elephants.
Edgar, you are such a loyal servant. And now that we have our beautiful little Edgar, Evan, you're all the same to me. Running around, it's like the flying elephant brigade is back on top form again. Elephant Queen, darling. Yes, Belinda? Have you considered what you're going to do now we've accomplished this? Oh, we're just going to find some other decorating factories that we can destroy, aren't we? Isn't that how it works? You capitalise on what you've already done, and then you... Yes, Edgar quite agrees. Edgar, you normally don't agree like that. What's wrong? What happened to... Evan, it's not my time for snuggles now! What happened? Edgar, what's my...
Belinda Bunting. You thought that you'd put me away in the dungeon, But do you know what we use to escape with the help of the imaginative child? A rope made out of bunting.
Evelyn, come back. Evelyn, what was it you said about Belinda? Bunting. Mrs. Bunting. Yeah. She... Not bad. Not bad.
Belinda, of course you're bad, aren't you? But we were having a nice time, being friends. We betrayed your husband.
It was enjoyable, but
Yes, it was.
I'm just not sure if that is entirely me. I don't know, I just got caught up in fun of evilness.
Belinda, I'm sorry that I didn't give you enough of my time before. I know that I'm strangely obsessed with bunting. I had your best interests at heart. Will you forgive me?
Belinda, surely you can't listen to this. It's always the same with human men. They don't fly, they don't have trunks, you can't trust them. They just want to make things. Probably wouldn't even know what destroy means if I hadn't come along.
Would you spend more time at home or less time just in your office making bunting? 6 till 11 every single day.
Of course. Philip, the time is now. Imaginate.
I can imagine the Elephant Queen. She's wrapped in bunting, and it's squeezing her tight, and it's making her smaller and shrinking the Elephant Queen. And she hates the bunting. She hates the bunting, and it squeezes her so small. And then she squeezes into a little bowl and she rolls away.
Here we are again.
Amazing imagination you have there, Billy.
Thank you. And I thought, well, I had this other imagination that I thought maybe here in the castle we could, well, you, Dale and Belinda, you could be like my parents, and we could be like a family in the castle.
Of course.
That was something I imagined.
I'd never thought about that. I'd never thought about having the time for a child. I was so obsessed with the bunting.
Yes, I quite understand that.
I have apologised for it.
Just give me a few more
okay.
weeks.
I hate it when Mum and Dad fight. But now we can be happy and we can have events with bunting and celebrations and we can make friends and have music.
Why, let's have a celebration now.
Let's have one now.
Look, the bunting's already up. Come, workers.
The smartest worker. The other one. Should we do the bunting dance?
Let's do the bunting dance.
It goes like this.